Welcome back to Miss Eddie's Math Movies, where it's cute to be a square. Today's lesson is 4.2, Angle Measures of Triangles. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to solve for different angles in a triangle. Before we begin, we need to talk about the vocabulary to make sure you understand as we're going through this. So you're going to see the word corollary in the lesson once, I think. And a corollary is a statement that can be proved easily from a theorem. So if you remember, a theorem is a true statement, it's a rule. So a corollary comes right after a theorem. It goes really nicely with a theorem, but to think about it, it's just another rule. Interior angles. Well, we've heard that word interior a lot. Interior means inside. So the three interior angles of a triangle. Right, here's a triangle. There's an interior angle. Here's an interior angle. And here's an interior angle. Right, these are angles inside the triangle. So then an exterior seems like, oh, well, those are angles outside the triangle. And that would be correct. The formal definition is an angle that is adjacent to the interior angle when the side is extended. So let's draw a picture to go with that. So here's a triangle. Then, so it's adjacent to the interior when the side is extended. So let's extend one of these sides. This is an exterior angle. It is outside the triangle. It's in the exterior. And we're going to use both of these. We're going to talk about the interior and the exterior of triangles. So first we're going to come to the triangle sum theorem. We're talking about how many degrees in a triangle. If you don't know already, there is 180 degrees in the three angles of a triangle. So all together, they have to make 180 degrees. Let's do an example. A is 35, B is 85, and we have to find C. Well, we just learned that there is 180 degrees in the interior of a triangle. So all three of these together have to make 180. And we already have 35, and we already have 85, so how much more do we need? So you can write out the equation, or some of you can probably figure it out. So let's see, how much do we already have? We already have 35 plus 85. And 35 plus 85 is 120. So we already have 120 degrees, and we need to get to 180. Well, you can probably do that in your head. That means we need 60 more. If you needed to do in your calculator, you would do 180 minus 120. So C has a measure of 60 degrees. And we can check that. Let's check to make sure that works. Let's do 60 plus 35 plus 85. In my calculator, 60 plus 35 plus 85 equals 180. Perfect. We did this right. In example 3, suppose a student found angle C by calculating 180 minus 35 minus 85. So you took away angle A and took away angle B, and that would work, because all that's left is angle C. And that's what we were looking for. So that's one way you can do it. You can do 180 minus the other two angles. That's basically what we did. We just added first. Does this method use the triangle sum theorem? Well, the triangle sum theorem says there's 180 degrees in a triangle. Does this use it? Well, yeah, it uses 180. Yes. We subtracted from 180. And that's what the triangle sum theorem says. Right? Sum means total. So the total in a triangle is 180. Corollary. Here's the corollary. It's like the little rule that follows straight from the theorem. The acute angles of a right triangle are blank. Well, let's think about, what are they asking? We know this is 90 degrees. And if there's 180 degrees total in a triangle, that means that we need 90 more in this right triangle. So together, these two have to make 90. The word for together making 90, if you remember, is complementary. So in a right triangle, the right angle is 90 degrees, and the other two together have to make 90. See how that follows directly from that there's 180 degrees in a triangle, the 90 and the 90. That's why it's called the corollary, because it comes right from that theorem. Find an angle measure. Angle ABC and BDC are right triangles. Suppose the measure of angle ABD is 35. So let's put that in our picture. ABD is 35. Find DAB. So we're looking for this angle right here. Well, we've got a right triangle. I'll kind of draw that bigger for you. So there's my 90-degree angle. This is 35, and we're looking for this angle. Well, we know there has to be 180 degrees in a triangle, so we can subtract this all from 180 if we want. Or we know that these two have to make 90. Since we already have 90, these two also have to make 90 to get to 180. So if I already have 35, and I need these to get to 90, that means I need 55 more. All right, we can always just use triangle sum theorem, though. We can always use 180. You don't have to worry about that rule. Exterior angle theorem. All right, so now notice angle 1 is out here on the exterior. The measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. All right, so what is this saying? This is saying that angle 1 is equal to these two angles added together. So the exterior angle is equal to these two added together. 1 is equal to A plus B. All right, and I'll show you why this works. A is 58, C is 72. We have to find this outside angle. Well, we just learned that these two added together equals that. These two together equal that angle. So angle 1 is equal to angle A plus angle C, which is 58 plus 72. And 58 plus 72 is 130 degrees. So let me show you why that makes sense. That's 130. Let's figure out how much more I need in my triangle. I know that there's 180 degrees in a triangle. So let's see, I already have 130 right here, which means I need 50 more. And look at this. 50 and 130 make 180, which is a straight line, which is what we have. So that makes sense. So you can either find this angle first and then that one, or you can just add these two together to equal that. Now you have the checkpoints to do. Remember that there's 180 degrees in a triangle. That's what you're going to use here. 180 degrees. Do now. Down here, you're going to use that the interior plus the interior equals the exterior. 60 plus 60 equals angle 2, etc. So you're going to also do this now. This is M Cubed signing out.